Good morning. How are you all doing? Sarah here. Just been out on a really cold dog walk this morning. The roads are really icy, and I think it got down to about -7 last night. So the roads are really slippery. So I've just come in, got the fire going, made myself a cup of mugwort tea. So I was thinking about the video put up the other day about this liminal time between winter solstice and Imbolc. And the Tibetan Buddhist monks have a word for in-between times. The word is bardo. So it's a state of existence between death and rebirth. It's kind of the time between the next incarnation. So after you die, there's this waiting period to be reborn again. And I kind of feel that's what this liminal time is all about, really, waiting to be reborn, a bit like a butterfly in a cocoon, turning into sort of caterpillar soup inside the cocoon, waiting to be reborn as something new and beautiful. So I thought I would choose a couple of cards from the Weaver's Oracle deck this morning, just to see if they could shed any light on this kind of time, which is, I'm mulling things over in my head. What's the next step? What's the next stage? What does, with my newfound freedom, now poor old mum's in permanent care. I'm just kind of sitting in that space of not knowing and wondering what life will bring me in, this year. And the astrological indications are that it's great for Librans. So, that's all good. But I kind of just felt I needed some clarification. So the cards, one fell out initially, which was the ice card, weathered woman. I need my glasses, sorry. Weathered woman of the diamond blade. She reveals inevitability in the land, and she's one that fell out. But I then went on to choose a card, and this was 35 ochre, the Udigan of the spirit spindle. And what she and her sisters are doing is that they're responsible for clearing up or gathering up the spirits from a dead person in the tribe. And I thought I'd just read you a little bit of what the description in the book says, and I felt it was very, very apt for this time of year. They take their bones and they wind the spirits around their bones, and then they allow the spirits to go off into the other world, and then they are sitting and waiting for rebirth. She talks about a dark drum, and I made a dark drum just before Christmas, as I showed you the other day, and it's called the breaking drum, a death drum that is generally small and dark, rarely made and secretly played. The face of the breaking drum is always less important than the heavy pieces of black iron, bone shards, and obsidian blades that hang beneath it. Their harsh clatter and jangle cuts straight through to the marrow, shaking things free, cutting souls loose, disintegrating the world. And then she goes on to use a spindle to complete the task of gathering up the souls. So it's very much about, breaking through that difficult time, breaking through the heaviness of death, if you like. And then she says, to understand beginnings, we must know endings. To know mending, we must know breaking. the bright drum, which is the other side of the dark drum, which is my drum exactly. I mean, you couldn't make this stuff up, how, how amazing everything works together. The bright drum will not sound complete unless the dark drum has played out its turn. That is all we need to know when we come to the mourning fires, and that's mourning as in mourning a death fires. More than that would be impossible for us to grasp while we are busy sieving spirits from our dead and setting them to fly. This ended, broken world can be strange for us in unexpected ways. And so really what she's saying is that in order to move on and set these spirits free, you have to break through that heaviness, break through that darkness, and that we must know mending in order to know breaking. So things have to break down before they can be mended, is what I take from that. To understand beginnings, we must know endings. So we must understand that things have to die and be reborn in order for a new something to come along in its place, or to mend something that is broken. And we have to understand that it's broken, and in order to be able to mend it and to grow with that. So I thought this was a super powerful card that fell out for me today, or I chose this one. But and the other one is the ice card, which is about hunters going out into the tundra to kill animals. And again, she's amazingly sharp. She's got all sorts of things hanging off her. Maybe you can see that. So she says, cruelty and truth are sometimes wound too tightly into each other for there to be certainty as to which is clearly which. The diamond bones are a good example of when this happens, the brutal essence of the story, where warm human bones are replaced with cold, glittering shards, distracts from the significance of this initiation. Sacrifice is part of nature's relationship with the ending momentum of life. Ultimately, a greater purpose is served by slicing out the fire that burns cold from the hunter's body in order to feed the hunger of the land for new hope. Vast reservoirs of energy are waiting to be liberated from chill darkness out of the welcoming season of growth. We are bold and brave sisters who accept the challenge to be hunters in the icy land. We feel compelled to hunt. There is no question about that, but we are wary, resolved but knowing that our course is uncertain and our skills are far from fully formed. But we must track this new prey. Like multitude of women who have hunted here before us, we seek the fire that burns cold. It is the key to unborn nature that is true, but also to our own regeneration as hunting women and as vessels of the untamed land. So these two cards are just so aligned for this particular time, and this thought that I was having this morning is that we need to be brave to go out there to hunt these on these cold, icy lands that perhaps we don't want to go out. We'd rather be sitting next to the fire, and to be brave to put ourselves into this icy space, even if we die. And that's really what she's saying, is that one has to have a warrior spirit in order to hunt those shadows, maybe to hunt those, search for those new beginnings that are in a horrible, muddly mess of the dying. So I felt that they were very poignant today, and I shall meditate on those later as well. But I just thought I'd share that for today, and do let me know what you think about this time, this kind of liminal space where we are encouraged to go deep within ourselves. And, you know, as far as shamanic practices go, that's really where the basis of the work is, to be brave enough to go into those dark places and seek out the things that need mending. So I hope you have a warmer day than me. Sun's actually come out now, which is great. So ciao for now. Please give me a like and subscribe. It all helps the channel. Thank you so much. Ciao for now.